So, tell me how you would have felt, right? If you took about a 40-minute drive to go see a chick, right? You already cracked, you know. But no, this time is just, the time that you just going over there to chill. Got a little bottle, some Bombay, and some pineapple juice. Go over there. I meet her little daughter, her son I know, and shit, from the last time I cut through there. And I'm talking to them, and, I packed a bag. I'm about to stay a night this time at her house. She goes in the kitchen. I'm like, I gotta use the bathroom. So I go take a piss. She's in the kitchen. She washing dishes and shit. I come up behind her, give her a little hug and shit from behind and rub on her a little bit. I'm about to go in the living room. And before I get to the entryway that goes into the dining room before the living room, I hear someone knocking on the door. So I tell her, somebody's knocking on the door. She's like, first she ignores me. She heard me. I know she did. Then I'm like, yo, somebody's knocking at your door. She goes, my door? Someone's knocking on my door? Yeah. Like, she goes on to say, no, it can't be my door because nobody comes by here. But it's this look on her face that kind of like told on her that you know exactly who the fuck this is. Even if you don't know exactly who it is, you know. So let me finish the story. So she walks over there and I walk out with her. Like, fuck that. Like, I want to see who that is. So you remember how the old doors was back in the day when they had like three little pieces, like three panels. It's like a wood door, and then it's like three panels, like one sitting here, then one sitting a little further up like that, go on diagonal, like it's three of them. And then the glass ain't just smooth. It's like a little, like, I can't describe it. But anyway, you can't clearly see straight out this piece of glass here, or like plexiglass, or whatever that was. But I can see, so there's a dude looking dead at me right now through the bottom one. Like, I can see him looking through the crack, like he's all on the door looking in there, like trying to see who in there. She walks directly up to the, so I keep on, like, I peep, but I keep walking towards the living room. I'm like, okay. I go in there because I want to hear what's about to happen. She walks dead up to the door, puts her face up to the fucking glass. And dude's like continuously knocking on the door. Then he stops when she gets up there. So I don't know what she does because I didn't stay there to see. Mind you, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me not lose my thought. Hold on. I see her walk up to the glass, but I kept going into the living room so I could hear it. But I fucked up because I should have stayed to see what she did once she got up to that door. But I don't think she did anything, but she looked out there and seen this man that walks away and says, I don't know who that is. Keeps walking back into the kitchen to do her dishes, but he started knocking as she's walking away. So I'm like, if you don't know this man, he hears you saying you don't know him. Clearly, I know he's hearing it because this is a wood door. I know I heard you coming down the steps as I was standing outside to, waiting on you to come open the door to let me in. I heard you coming. I knew you was coming. So I started putting my cigarette out because I know you're coming. I can hear you. So I know he heard you saying how you don't know this motherfucker, and you trying to explain to me that other people, like, you know, random people come knock on your door, like, you know, and yeah, I understand that happens, but not in this situation. What struck me the wrong way was, you know, before she walks up there, before we left the kitchen, she says to me something along the lines of, you know, whoever comes knocking on my door is none of your business, woo, 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 right? So I'm like, all right, I hear that. But if there's a nigga knocking on your door, that's something you need to establish that with me before I come the fuck over here. Don't have me coming over to your house. There's some random nigga coming over there. It's the first time I'm coming over, you know, and some random nigga is coming over here, and I don't know who he is, and you're telling me you don't know who he is, but clearly he does know you because this motherfucker's knocking on the door. Like, so why is he here? You know what I'm saying? So I've been through some things before. This ain't my first rodeo with some bullshit like this. So I'm having flashbacks at this moment. Like, oh shit. Like, is she trying to lie me right now? Cause I brought drinks over. So was she trying to wait till I got drunk? And this was, you know, he tried to line this up for like, all right, well, this nigga's probably drunk. So let me tap on his door. Cause the way he was knocking, it wasn't like he was trying to knock so everybody can hear. Cause if she was upstairs, she wouldn't have heard you knocking. So it was almost like he was like trying to knock on the door so that I didn't hear him knocking, that she would have heard because of where she would have been sitting at. This is how technical I'm getting as I'm thinking about this shit. Like, you know what? Because this is some real shit right here. Then she goes for a second time to tell me, ain't no ring on my finger. No, she didn't say that the first time about the ring, but this is her second time telling me how it's not my business of who knocking on her door, right? Then goes on to say, ain't no ring on my finger, ain't nobody my man, I can have whoever I want over here, right? Now she's catching feelings too, like she's angry right now, and I'm not doing anything to like make her angry. I'm just asking her simply, who is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need a name or nothing like that. That shit don't matter to me. Like, what she failed to realize is I'm not no sucker ass nigga. I be knowing my place, and I hope you know yours type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you not my girl. I expect this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I just expect this. I'm not even gonna get into detail. I just expect stuff like this. I know as a man that you're not only talking to me. Plain and simple. I know you're not. You don't have to tell me that. I know. Trust me, I know. So I'm like, yo, do I need to worry about leaving this house? Like, I know nothing about this man outside your door. So, you know, I sit down on the couch and I'm sitting there contemplating like, yo, I'm about to make this phone call because I don't know what's going on outside this door. I can't see outside, so I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know where he came from. I know nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he stay across the street. I don't know if he's standing on the side of this building with a gun waiting on me to come out, because I don't know how he feels about you. Is the other point I was trying to stress to her. I'm sitting on the couch, you know, and I say all what I say to her, and, you know, I'm contemplating on what type of situation I'm in this moment. She gets my bottle, she tries to open it, she hands it to me, I open it for her. She pours me up with this strong ass drink. She barely put any juice in there. She didn't mix it well at all. I don't know what she did to her drink or whatever, but But she did it around the corner from me, so I never even drank any of this drink. I could just smell it. I could just see, like, this is way more alcohol than there is juice. That you did not mix this well. I could smell it. I could see it. The coloring's off. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to get me drunk as fuck right now. So I put that in the back of my mind as well. You're trying to get me drunk as fuck right now. She comes and sits down on the couch next to me and tells me to come closer to her. And I'm like, yo, listen to me. Because I'm not playing right now. You're smiling. Does it look like I'm smiling? I need to know what type of situation I'm in right now. Like, what is going on right now? Because you want me to sleep over. You feel me? And I don't know, like, once I'm asleep, what you're going to do. I don't know why he was outside, for one. And two, I'm about to drink and sleep here. Now, what if I had already been here, because I was supposed to come there earlier than what I did. So what if I had already came here, drank, cracked that shit real quick, then I would have been asleep probably by that time. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. But I would have definitely been upstairs and not heard that knock. You know what I'm saying? And he was out there for a second, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was out there. So then I keep pressing, you know. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck situation I'm in right now and shit. And she keeps throwing in there, talking about, then she starts talking about her kids. She starts talking about, ain't no gangsters in this area. I don't like gangsters. Niggas trying to bring drama to my house. All this other Like, I'm not trying to hear that, because maybe you don't want this at your house, but that don't mean some nigga that you used to fuck with ain't about to bring the drama here. Especially since he knows I'm in here. We looked dead into each other's eyes through the door as I was walking by. You know what I mean? Split second, but me and him locked eyes real quick as I was keeping it smoking. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, she gets mad at me because I tell her, like, yo, I'm about to get up out of here because I'm uncomfortable. Like, I don't know what's going on here. You're lying to me because you know that man. I know you know him, man, because I can see it in your face. But you're embarrassed that I just so happen to be here, and you talking about you're not going to open your door to see what this nigga wants, or even ask him a question like, why are you knocking on my door? Who are you looking for? Any normal person in this world would have maybe not opened the door, but you would have asked that man, like, yo, can I help you with something? Are you, who you looking for? You're at the wrong house. Anything. None of that. She just said, I don't know who that is, and walked off. And that nigga started knocking again, like, what you mean type shit? Like, what you mean on all this shit down here? But then he eventually leaves because, through the course of me packing my shit, she gets mad. Like, oh, you're supposed to spend the night with me. Like, and then, as I'm like telling her, I'm grabbing my bottle, I'm grabbing my juices, putting it all in my bag and shit. I'm like, look, it took all I had not to tweak in her house because her kids was upstairs. So it took me all not like, yo, I was about to snap. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was about to cuss her ass out. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason I didn't, because I didn't want to raise my voice in her home and be disrespectful also, because I could be wrong right now. I did take that into consideration, that I could be wrong. But I'd rather be safe than sorry and get the fuck out of here before something happens, because I don't know what's going on outside this door right now. She calls her son downstairs and he comes down. She starts talking about how he was like suffering from autism or something like that, and she was like trying to describe certain things, and she was like, well, you might not even know, you wouldn't even know that he has autism or whatever, or something like that. And that she had nothing to do, like she was trying to like change this conversation, and I'm like, I'm not one of them, yo. I'm not no sucker. Ain't no female about to have me over here off my square have me getting lined up. None of that. Like, so I'm like, nah. You either gonna answer these questions or I'm out of here. My shit is packed already. I even grabbed my bags and put them by the table where that door was, and I'm talking. And so her son comes up. She was like, oh, whatever his name was, come downstairs. He comes down. He's like, oh, what's up? What's up? He comes downstairs. But he come down. I thought he was gonna come down with some bullshit. I'm like, look, I don't want to fold your little, because he was in high school and shit. So I'm like, yo, look, I don't want to fold your son up in my mind. I'm like, yo, if he come down with some bullshit, I don't want to have to fold this little nigga up and shit. But he come down cool because me and him was cool. Like, he was a cool little nigga, man. I fucked with him. He was cool, man. And he was like upset with his mom that she even allowed something like this to happen. Cause he was like, damn, mom, like for real, mom. Like I heard him saying it. Like he fucked with me, yo. He was even on my side. But he's still young, so he wasn't like as educated as I am on some situation like this, which I hope he learned something from me being there and me standing on business and not allowing some, a nice body to, make me lose track of my thoughts and I start thinking with the wrong head. Because I wanted to stay bad, but I'm like, I'm not staying here, So then she's like, you know what? All right, it was nice seeing you, nice knowing you. Oh, all that female shit, all that spiteful female shit. Like now you're trying to push this shit off on me like I'm the issue, like I'm the problem because I'm uncomfortable right now. Just a little while ago, it was cool that I'm uncomfortable. Like, all right, you can leave if you want to. Now you're like, getting all aggressive and trying to be smart and shit. Like, so I'm telling him what happens. She keeps like trying to overtalk me. That's how another reason. That's another way you know a female is wrong. Is when you speaking some real shit, but you're not saying what she wants you to say, or something she don't want to hear. She's going to try to overtalk you, or try to drop that conversation. She was trying to overtalk me. And I'm like, yo, listen, let me tell him what's going on here, because he's asking and you talking about nothing right now. You feel me? So I tell I shut her down for a second. I give him the rundown. Then he starts saying something like, I don't know what your intentions is with my mother and things like that or whatever, but I feel, basically he was feeling where I was coming from. Then he tried to tell me, like, it could have been anybody. It could have been some random dude, like it could have been somebody random or some guy that was trying to come over there and drop some weed off or something like that. And I'm like, that sounds like something she might have told you. Like, who's at the door, mom? Oh, somebody that's just dropping off some weed, something like that. You know what I mean? Or she could have been tricking or something like that. It was a bunch of things, scenarios played in my head, but there was, bottom line, something was wrong in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I got up out of there. But she ends up opening the door. She's mad now. Now she's mad because I'm leaving, and I don't, like, she's feeling like whatever. And I don't know if she's mad because I'm actually leaving, or she's mad because she might have been trying to rob me, and that ain't going the way she wanted it to go. So nigga probably came through there and fucked it up. But I didn't like the look of that man when he had his face in the door. I didn't like the look of him, man. Like, when I first meet somebody or see somebody and I don't like how you look, I'm not fucking with you, because, I go on my gut most of the time. More than most of the time. I go on my gut. And if I look at you and I see something, I'm basing everything off that. I'm not even going to go against my judgment. It was something up with that man. And it was something up with the way he was knocking. And he also never said anything. He just knocked and put his face up to that door enough so that he can be seen and she can see who that is. But he never opened his mouth. He never said, yo, what's up? No, nothing. Never said a motherfucking word, and he was quiet. He was quiet as fuck. And it's weird that as soon as I got there and started getting comfortable, this nigga popped up right after I got there. So I don't know what that was about, bro. I really don't know. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure she blocked me. She ain't gonna say anything to me, whatever. I don't even give a fuck because something wasn't right, and she kept lying to me, and I know she was lying, and she was like smiling in my face and acting like I'm tripping. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm supposed to just forget this. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, ain't no nigga going, like, yo, I hope don't no nigga go up in the situation and think that this is okay. You know? Or go ahead and listen to the chick and end up dying. Because, like, she opens the door and I go and she's like standing outside so that, you know, like I can see out, I guess. But anything could have happened when I stepped out that crib, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who the fuck was out there. I don't know like what was going on. So I'm go ahead, like she opens the door and she's like kicking me out now, and like luckily I have a car, like, and I'm not catching a bus to do this type of shit because I would have been assed out, big ass bag. I mean, waited way out of the way. And that's another thing. I'm way out of the way. Like, I ain't got nobody to call down here, man. That's 40 minutes I gotta wait. And that's not adding, you gotta get ready, you gotta get the address, you gotta do all that, bro. You gotta get out there, and then, like, you just never, like, that's just too much time, bro. That's too much time, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm out the way. I'm OT for real right now. Like, that's 40 minutes, nigga. 45 for real, depending on where a nigga coming from over this motherfucker. So, I'm out of town. I don't know nobody over here. I'm on Facebook scrolling, trying to find a nigga that I might know out there in that area. Like, I was about to say where I was at. And I met her online. Didn't know nothing about her. And she was a little stupid. Like, she was a little ditzy. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a little. She was really ditzy. But she was cool. She was cool people. She had a nice body, nice personality and shit. But she was just a little off. Like, she was touched. For real. And I could tell she went through some things. I could tell there's some baggage there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a lot of baggage, bro. A lot of baggage. Because I ain't really putting all the business out there, bro. But, you know what I'm saying? There was some baggage there. Now, believe me. And don't play a fool. Because that could have ended up bad. Bro. I ain't strapped, nothing. All I got is some pepper spray, nigga. What the fuck I'm gonna do when somebody start knocking through that wall? You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. And I'm standing in that living room, uncomfortable as hell. Yo. I felt butt naked in front of a crowd. I'm like, damn. He could be aiming through this window right now, about to knock me the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, for real. Niggas gotta smarten up, bro. Like, I was out there. I got caught out there, bro. And thank God nothing happened. Thank God I walked away. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, that I walked away from that safe, unscathed. You know, I lost a little jaunt, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I can replace that. You know what I mean? You can't replace your life, nigga. We ain't no cats, nigga. If they say they got 9 lives and shit, we throw that bitch out the window and he land on his legs and walk off. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that, bro. You up out of this motherfucker, man. Thank God I'm still here to even talk about this right now because I was really uncomfortable. I did not like the position I was in at that moment because I'm like, damn, it's like taking the piss and getting caught by the cop with your pants down and your dick out. You know what I mean? That's how I was. That's how I felt. And she just was not understanding. She was just not trying to hear it, bro. And I couldn't read her. And I'm like, yo, damn, like, does she really not understand? Like, I think she might have actually been telling me the truth at some point because of the certain faces she was making. But you know how some people lie to the point that they start actually believing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been one of them cases and shit. And then she telling her son, you know, next time somebody come by here and knock on this door, I'm calling the cops. Like she was upset that, you know, somebody came and knocked on that door and, you know what I mean, it caused this between me and her. It caused this rift. But, like, I don't know what she expected from me, man. Like, you know what I mean? I stand on what I stand on, bro. And you know that about me. If you seeing this shit, you know that about me. I don't play that shit, man. I ain't going for just anything at all. You ain't gonna just say what you want to me, man. And I'm just gonna be like, okay. Hell fucking no. Nigga. The fuck is you talking about? I was mad as hell. Then I felt like, damn, you know what I mean? I was going through mad shit on the ride back to the spot. Like, damn, like, I could be in some cheeks right now, like, some good shit too, like, you know what I mean? But, like, nigga, I'm not even about to sit up here and allow my little head, you know what I'm saying? Because I done been in them situations when I let my little head outthink the big head and it fucked around and end up in some nut shit, bro. I'm much older and wiser now, and like I said, I stand on what I stand on, bro. It don't even matter to me no more at this point, man. I'm just glad I'm alive and I made it up out of that motherfucker. Because that could have been anything outside that door, man. That could have been a back door, bro. Like, I think she was really trying to lie me, bro. Because she see how I dress. You know, every time she see me, I was fly. I was smelling good. She seen the type of colognes I had. You know what I'm saying? She told me to bring my Xbox with me so we could play the game. So I brought my Xbox there. I brought the bottle. You know what I mean? I just sent her $25 so she can get her weed and her blunts. I sent her, I ain't sent her. But the night before, I was with her. And no, was the night before? The night before, I was with her. And, you know what I mean? I took her. We got some bottles. We got some food. We got a room. We sit up in there. We killing. You know what I mean? We was chilling and shit. So I guess she think like, oh, this nigga got a bag. And his car nice. Like, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring him out my way real swift. So I think that's what it was. And I feel that way a lot, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I meet women and shit. Like, and she got, like, her whole ways about her, bro. Like, I could kind of read a bitch, you know what I'm saying? That's why I wasn't taking her serious, though. Because, like, I'm like, you know, something's off, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, but I need some of that real swift. So, you know, I was just being a man, bro. But when you ain't feeling something, man, go with your gut. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't let some cheeks be the reason why you up out of here, man. For real, man.